In 1973, the #1 chart-topping song was Tie a Yellow Ribbon Around the Old Oak Tree.
And the #2 song was Bad Bad Leroy Brown. Well, today we are rewriting those lyrics and we're going to call it Bad Bad Steve Sbraccia. Because after working in news for 51 years, the last of which we're glad to say we're right here, 18 of which are here at CBS 17, our friend and colleague Steve is actually retiring. I mean, we talked about this when I got here a few years ago, but I never actually thought today was going to come.
It came up so fast, Steve.
It really did.
Are you excited?
This is a really weird experience because when I say CBS 17, it'll be for the last time ever.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's weird.
Yeah.
It's very weird.
Well, we're going to make it even better for you.
Oh, no.
Today, let's take a look back over Steve's amazing career.
No, don't do this.
Yes. Let's have that, Steve.
Where we end up in life can often be dictated by circumstance. As the old adage goes, it's just our lot in life. But then there are those who, no matter what those circumstances may have been, were always destined to be where they are. They're born with it, the intelligence, the drive, the unquenchable thirst for knowledge, the need to make the world a better place, one story at a time. It's right there, in every photograph, in every video, in every personal encounter, in every decade.
How you doing, Steve?
Nice to meet you.
You too.
And I'm looking forward to doing the story with you.
Yeah, this is going to be a great story.
Steve Sbraccia is, and always has been, the ideal journalist, the dogged truth seeker, the man with the answers, the advocate, one with the highest work ethic, the person with the energy of 5 other people combined.
Sometimes it's something physical like this. When you first look at it, it appears to be a fun and an interesting app. Yay!
After spending more than 20 years of his radio and television career in Boston, Steve decided to spend nearly 2 more decades with us, with you, and sometimes one of his many, many alter egos as well.
But when you download it, it becomes evil.
Hello.
Yeah, hello, Mr. Sbraccia.
It's Sbraccia.
Yeah, Mr. Sakakis. This is tech support calling.
Some folks think that if you do that, wait, don't. TV goes away!
Steve is, though, a serious hardcore journalist.
All right, let's get this thing done. What's the shot showing?
He'll chase someone down in a heartbeat.
My name is Steve Sbraccia. It got my attention, guys.
Whether a ghost,
Things became really bizarre when something smacked my neck.
or a person.
Can't you explain to me why so many people have complaints?
But his sense of humor,
Likely to do this. Disappear.
behind the scenes,
You good with that?
Yep. If you're good with it, I'm good with it.
as a friend, a mentor, and on TV, makes all of us a bit happier.
The spitty thingy.
The Sizzler?
Yeah.
Yeah!
Steve is also a person who adores his family and his animals. That sort of compassion should be of no surprise.
Max the dog got lost, somehow escaping his home during the dark hours.
When you poll the newsroom, this is the story we all remember the most.
We loaded Max into the weather beast and broadcast his plight, hoping the owner would see it.
This poor thing, he's shivering, he's scared.
You know, Steve lives by the same motto equated to postal workers.
You were able to get home from campus right over here to Everett Street. Did you drive or did you walk?
Neither snow nor rain,
You got the best job right now on first night because we can stand right next to this brick oven. Right. And stay all the heat coming out of here. It's nice and warm.
nor heat.
Thermometer says right now it's over 100, but after it reaches a certain temperature, the heat on the thermometer doesn't matter.
Nor gloom of night.
Nobody around here had any idea what was taking place.
Stays these couriers
We'll tell you what the Army Corps of Engineers says.
from the swift completion
Anger is not the emotion they want to emphasize.
of their appointed rounds.
Under certain conditions, the sun's rays can be focused. Sometimes the rush hour...
Steve clearly adopted that mantra, and sometimes finding himself in the same danger
That Doppler indicated tornado.
he was warning everyone else about.
Guys, I think he needs to take cover.
Get off the road right now. If we need to, we will go into somebody's house. I'll bang on the door.
I'm Steve Sbraccia, and we're all here. This is the home where we took shelter, and we thank you all very much.
Steve gave so much of his life to all of us, and his impact isn't going anywhere. But he is, and he more than deserves it. Steve, our friend, don't be a stranger. We will miss you, but man, will your family be glad to see you. Here's to the next chapter of what we all know will be lined with stories that only you can tell.
Steve, what an impact.
What a great story.
Wow,
That
what a
was
career.
You got about 2 days, I'll tell you some stories.
Is there a story that stands out to you most when you look over your whole career? Anything that stands out?
Actually, there is one. We were able to save the life of a kid. He was down here at, we were working in Boston at the time. He was down here at Duke Medical, and he needed a heart-lung transplant. We did the story in Boston. We had our colleagues at the local affiliate down here do the other side. We switched feeds via satellite, and he was 2 days away from dying. The story ran down here. Somebody saw that the boy needed a heart and lung transplant. They did that. If I never do anything else in my entire life, the fact that I helped save the life of somebody, and that will always stick in my mind.
All right, Steve, stop before we all start crying. We already barely made it through that story
I'll tell
in the
you,
first place.
you made me cry in my own story, so, you know.
Thank you.
Steve, we will miss you.
I've got wet eyes right now.
I
We'll miss you in the newsroom for sure.
Thank you.
You make us laugh.
And you guys should see this man in the newsroom. He's just like a bundle of energy.
Yeah, that was the G-rated version of Steve.
Yes, it is.
All right, Steve.
Steve, thank you so much.
We love you, and thank you for what
Yeah.
you've done for this community and for this industry.
And thank you, ladies and gentlemen of Raleigh.